So if you know me, you know I've been combating yellowing on several of my action figures for years and years now. And I had been debating, like, how can I fix this? You know, can I have a permanent fix to this? And so far, I have found nothing. A lot of people say, oh, use hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, but they go yellow again. Oh, use, like, hair salon cream and put it in the sun, blah, blah. It goes yellow again. There's no permanent solution unless you just want to paint over it. And one thing I tried, I used the Clear All 40 like salon cream, and I covered them and I wrapped them in plastic wrap, and I decided, you know, it's the UV rays from the sunlight that are like treating these and like making them go white again. Why don't I just make for whatever reason, I've called it an incubation chamber, and I fully understand that is not the correct terminology. It just sounds funny. I made an incubation chamber to put these, salon creamed figures in, and it worked very fast. They turned white again very fast, but as you can see, this is one that I had done, and he is yellow again. So I was thinking, you know, I've got this box with all this aluminum foil, and don't worry, you'll see how I constructed it. And I was thinking, what can I do this with? Well, it has UV lights. I guess I could try it with, well, you already seen the title and everything. Let's just show you the box. So this is what I very comedically and inaccurately called the incubation chamber. It is literally just a brown Target shipping box with aluminum foil on the inside to like reflect as much light as possible, and black light strips that have been put around the sides of it to bounce the UV light rays all around. There is a hole down here in this corner for the power cable, and it's just like, I just bought this off of Amazon. It was just a black light spool, and it's very simple in construction and everything. But as you've already seen, this is a supercharging station for glow-in-the-dark toys. They charge so fast and they get so bright. So just for the sake of fun, I have assembled all of my glow-in-the-dark toys, and I will be dipping them in the incubation chamber and showing you just how bright they are. So first, let's see what toys I'll be showing, and then we'll get to dipping them in the chamber, I guess. So right here is my box lid of toys that I will be supercharging with my glow-in-the-dark powers. So first of all, this is the Super 7 Ultimates Mutagen Man that I just got recently. This is the glow-in-the-dark version. This one is perhaps one of the most impressive. You'll definitely be very excited to see this. He also has his buddy Joe Eyeball as well, which also glows in the dark, so that's very hype. So we've got these that we'll be doing. I have a Playmobil skeleton I've had ever since I was a kid. This one also charges very fun, and I love this one. This one I've not tested yet. I just got this from my brother. This is a Black Major custom Cobra Bat Soundwave that glows in the dark, and this one apparently glows like blue, so I'm very interested to see how this turns out. This was a little Christmas present for my brother, so yeah, I'm very curious how this turns out. What else do we have? I'm sure you've seen it. This is a Toy Story Signature Collection utility belt Buzz. I'm sorry, he's very large. I got it at the thrift store, so if you're wondering where I got this very rare Buzz Lightyear and why he doesn't have a dome, I got it at the thrift store. So that is very exciting to do. I also have the best Lord of the Rings figure from Toy Biz, the King of the Dead. This fully glows in the dark. This one's going to look really awesome. What else do we have? We have this Kryptonite Batman from DC Direct or Collectibles. I think it was Direct back in the day. So yeah, that's a very cool one. I got this at the toy department just because it's a glow-in-the-dark Batman. I had to. I do have some glow-in-the-dark paint stuff in here as well. This is the Dark Knight Movie Masters, like Detective Vision Batman, like the Sonar Vision. His eyes glow in the dark, and this one looks really cool when it's all supercharged. And then we also have, I didn't get all the other Turtles, but I do have the Leonardo set from, what's it called? Mutant Mayhem. I haven't seen the movie. I've heard it's really good, but I haven't seen it. But I just have always wanted, like, glow-in-the-dark Ninja Turtles. I might actually get the other Turtles someday. I don't know. Probably not. I think I'm okay with just Leo. This figure doesn't like holding his weapons at all, which is very frustrating. But we do have a little baby turtle Turtle Tot and the full-on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So those are glow-in-the-dark, and they're very cool. Let me just put his swords back in here, because he doesn't want to hold them. He's one of those. Oh, but we're not done, because we have some Lego action. I don't think there's another one in here. There is, actually. I almost forgot. We have this Luke Skywalker minifigure with a glow-in-the-dark lightsaber blade. You may be wondering, where did you get that? It came in a big Technic set. Don't ask me how I got it. I just have one. But yeah, I do have a glow-in-the-dark lightsaber blade, and I also have one of my favorite minifigs of all time, the original glow-in-the-dark Ghost. I love this one. So we'll be supercharging those. And when I say supercharge, I mean supercharge. These things get so bright. This is my all-time favorite Masters of the Universe character and action figure. This is Masters of the Universe Origins Scareglow. Specifically, the Origins one is my absolute favorite version of Scareglow. I don't have any of the others, but I just think this one is the best. And I also have his boys. I have his Skeleton Knight crew. I also bought these just because they glow in the dark. So we will be supercharging Scareglow and his boys. I don't know if they're specifically, like, in the lore supposed to be Scareglow's army, but to me they are. So yeah, we've got Scareglow and his boys. And last but not least, we've got him in here somewhere. Oh, we've got something else too. A couple more Lego things. We have this The Batman Bat Signal. And we also have this original Scarecrow. I almost called him Scareglow. I wonder why. Scarecrow, not keychain. He is a full minifigure. Totally not a keychain. You have to believe me. But his head glows in the dark. So, let's get to it, I guess. Well, this portion of the video has proven to be far more annoying to film than I anticipated, because my camera settings just weren't really working out for showing off the glow-in-the-dark feature, so I am filming this section on my phone. And also I have to unplug and replug in the incubation chamber every single time to show you the glow-in-the-darkness, and that is very frustrating. So let's just get into it. I'm actually going to start off with one of the least impressive ones, believe it or not, and that is the Signature Collection Buzz Lightyear. Because he has painted glow-in-the-dark plastic. And even though the supercharging does kind of work, once we have him out, we can see it's bright for just a little bit, but it fades so fast. Like, you can hardly see anything now. And it's okay, but the paint is very inconsistent, and you don't really get a lot of time with it. This one's not really worth it. Let's send Muckman and Joe Eyeball in for a dip. And you can already see just how crazy bright they're getting. They are getting so bright, and it's not even funny. I absolutely love these two. These are definitely some of my favorite glow-in-the-dark toys. And I mean, look at this. Look at how crazy bright this is. Compared to the Buzz Lightyear we just saw, that gives you a pretty good idea of how bright this is and how well the incubation chamber works on glow-in-the-dark plastic toys. This is definitely one of my favorite glow-in-the-dark toys, for sure. And even Joe Eyeball, too. They just look so cool. I love them. They're so fun. Next up, let's do this DC Direct Kryptonite Batman. And you can just see, lowering it in, just how much it gets so bright. And one interesting thing as well, like you can see, like just taking him out for a second, how bright he is. Then on his back, he's not very bright. But dipping him in with the cape lifted up, you can see he gets a more consistent glow. So let's turn it off. Let's see just how bright this Batman's gotten. And you can see he's pretty bright. He is pretty bright. Unfortunately, you can't see anything on his head. But still, this is so cool. Nothing like supercharging glow-in-the-dark toys, right? Let's do the lightsaber, Scarecrow, and the bat signal all together, because I'm very curious how all these are going to turn out. So, lowering this in, you can see that bat signal's getting real bright. Scarecrow has dipped off of the platform. That lightsaber is real bright. But Scarecrow's actually glowing pretty well. Let's unplug it and see what we're looking at. So Scarecrow's face is just so bright. Oh, that's so cool. But not only that, but we have ourselves a glowing bat signal and a glowing Lego lightsaber. That is so cool. You can see unfortunately it doesn't emit enough light to like see Luke, but it's still such a novelty to have a glow-in-the-dark lightsaber. They should put this in like an actual Lego Star Wars set. Let's see my favorite Lord of the Rings figure, the King of the Dead. Oh my gosh. This one glows so bright. I see him like every night. Like even when I just have my normal light on, he is by far one of the most bright figures in my collection. So turning the box off, look at how bright he is. Oh my gosh. He's actually so bright it's washing out a lot of his detail. I love this. It's so cool. Let's do a couple things at once again. Let's do the Playmobil skeleton and this Dark Knight Batman figure with the glow-in-the-dark eyes. You might be able to see his eyes, but they're definitely lighting up. And this skeleton, too, is getting pretty bright. But I feel like he's kind of got, like, the grainy glow-in-the-darkness to him. It's not as bright. It's almost like they put a glow-in-the-dark powder into his plastic. And we'll see that again here soon. It is pretty bright, though. And this Batman, his eyes. Again, glow-in-the-dark paint. So you can't really see him too well. Let me dip him in again. All right, I got his head right up to a light. Yeah, you can see him now. You can see him now. Those are his eyes. That is so cool. His glow-in-the-dark paint is definitely a lot better than the Buzz Lightyear's, but it's still glow-in-the-dark paint, so it's a little, a little temperamental. Isn't that funny? You're just watching a YouTube video and you're just looking at two glowing eyes. Totally not creepy at all. Next up, let's do this Mutant Mayhem Leonardo set. I have actually seen that there is a Donatello and Michelangelo set as well, so I think that's pretty cool. You can see they're glowing pretty bright, but I did want to show these off right after the Playmobil skeleton, because you can see these also, especially the Turtle Tot Leo, do kind of have that graininess to the glow-in-the-dark plastic. I don't know, like you can kind of see there's like a grain to it. It's not super consistent, but it's still glowing very bright. These are still very bright glow-in-the-dark toys. Let's not forget the little baby, too. There is a part of me that kind of wants to get the entire Turtle team in glow-in-the-dark, especially since these sets are like only $15 each. But I think I'm fine with just Leo. I don't think I need all of them. I needed to show this one off on its own. This is the Lego Ghost minifig. Oh my gosh, he's so bright. He's so bright in there. Oh my gosh. I love this one. It really is one of my favorite minifigs. I do have the Vitruvius minifig as well, but I just want to show this one off. Because look at this. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so bright. And of course, you know how cameras always struggle to show off glow-in-the-dark plastic. But I don't know, I think supercharging them like this, you can really see just how bright they are. Like, there is definitely a glow to this. I wish cameras could show off glow-in-the-dark plastic better. This is probably my favorite that we've shown off so far. But is it my absolute favorite? We still got a couple more to show. I really want to see this Cobra bat my brother got me for Christmas. This Black Major Soundwave bat. Because he's actually not glow-in-the-dark green plastic. He's glow-in-the-dark blue plastic. Because even though glow-in-the-dark plastics are mostly always green, they can be different colors. As evidenced with this really cool blue. Oh my gosh! This is probably like probably top 3 for me. I don't know. Is it top? Definitely top 5. Definitely top 5. This blue is so bright. I love this. There is also a Shockwave as well, and then like a standard Cobra bat. But thank you, bro. This is such an awesome little Christmas gift. It actually arrived when I was visiting him. He's like, oh, a little package is coming for you. It's something I already told you about, but you probably forgot, and I had forgotten. All right, I have saved the best for last. First, we're going to dip in Scareglow's soldiers so we can see just how bright they are, because they're looking very bright already. So we've got Scareglow's soldiers in there, but we got to bring in the main man himself. This, I'm just going to tell you right away, is my absolute favorite glow-in-the-dark toy. Motu Origin Scareglow. Absolutely my favorite glow-in-the-dark toy. His guys are actually looking a little brighter than him, though. That's kind of surprising. Let's turn off the light and let's see just how bright these guys are looking. Oh, no, they're all just as bright. So here's Scareglow, my absolute favorite glow-in-the-dark toy. Freaking incredible. But these guys looks so cool alongside him. Look at that. It's like a glow-in-the-dark skeleton army. I know the Fwoosh is putting out as like a PowerCon exclusive, like a glow-in-the-dark skeleton. I might have to get that. I might have to get that. But these are undeniably my favorite glow-in-the-dark toys. At least Scareglow. But just look at that, dude. Absolutely incredible. I wanted to show off how all the glow-in-the-dark toys are holding up. So we can see King of the Dead, he's pretty much dull now. Surprisingly, Leonardo and Kryptonite Batman are still holding a pretty good charge. Obviously, Scareglow, he just got charged, so he's still holding his up pretty well. Oh wow, my camera just decided to show them in a very interesting light. That Cobra Bat is still looking incredible. Buzz might as well just be totally dark. I don't think you'll be able to see Oh, you can still see Batman's eyes a little bit. And the Ghost is still glowing ever so slightly. But I do want to try something. I'm going to aim the box at the desk and see how well everybody will glow. I'm very, very curious to see that. All right, so the box is on, and I can't fully lift it up because it's plugged in, but I kind of have it aimed at the desk just a little bit, Alrighty, let's unplug it. Let's see how they're all looking. Alright, so Mutagen Man got a lot of his glow back. This Ghost got a lot of his glow back, but you can actually see the inconsistency of aiming the box at him. The focus is just not wanting to cooperate with this at all anymore. You can see a lot of them got the glow back. Buzz is still just as lame as ever. The lightsaber's looking good. Batman's eyes are subtle, but they're there. Overall, I would say my favorite glow-in-the-dark toys are definitely Scareglow at number 1. They don't even want to be in focus anymore. My camera's like, we're done. Oh, there we go. There it is a little bit. My top 5 are definitely Scareglow, Mutagen Man, not in any particular order after Scareglow. Scareglow, Mutagen Man, the Soundwave Cobra Bat, the little Ghost, and believe it or not, actually the detective like Sonar Vision Batman is actually one of my favorites. I just love how it's just his eyes. It's actually one of my favorites. So overall, there's my video on supercharging my glow-in-the-dark toys. I had a lot of fun. It was a pain to film, not the best footage, but come on, it's glow-in-the-dark toys. You can't get really good footage of these. Yeah, let me know if you want to make your own like black light supercharge. I actually want to get all these on one single shelf someday and have the shelf lined with a blacklight thing so I can just turn it on and off and then they're all just glowing super bright. I think that'd be really fun. Because I don't really need these like in the collection. I think they're fine just as like, oh, these are glow-in-the-dark toys, you know? But yeah, let me know what you think. Special shout out to channel members as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. These guys are dimming my light. My lights are all still off, so my room is very dark and scary right now. Have a good one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.